part of Nashville's style is located outside of its city limits. I'm on the way to the home of music legend Sheryl Crow to see what the countryside of Nashville is all about. Sheryl Crow's home sits on more than 20 hectares in the rolling hills outside the downtown area. Driving up, I'm immediately struck by the Americana feel, complete with a barn, a little white church, and space to spread out.
Well, I grew up, like I said, in a small town, Missouri, and everything was outdoors. I mean, I got on my bicycle in the morning, and as long as I was home before the sun was down, you know, that was freedom.
Sheryl Crow may be a 9-time Grammy Award-winning rock star with more than 50 million records sold worldwide. But the influence of her country roots is evident in the look and feel she's built here on her farm.
Stylistically, in design, I love early American, which is easy to find in this part of the world.
Many of the treasures adorning the walls of her studio and barn were mined from an unexpected source.
Yes, I have bought a lot of stuff on eBay, yes. When you go into the saloon down there, you can see all these old advertising signs that were done. You know, they were done by hand before there was the printing press, and yeah, I just love stuff that feels like it was old kind of country western.
The result? Western chic. With many of the pieces having a sense of history, the design feels thoughtfully collected, not contrived. When did you move here? Why did you find this farm?
2 weeks after I was diagnosed with cancer, 10 years ago. It was like one of those rash decisions. You have cancer, your life is totally blowing apart. Let's move home.
Let's get a farm.
So let's buy a farm. I lived in LA for like 20 years and never put down roots. Nashville just seemed like a very warming, inviting place, and I knew people here. I mean, I run into people all the time. I run into Brad Paisley and Dierks Bentley and their wives and kids. We all get together, and Keith and Nicole. And
that's a reference to Keith Urban and Nicole Kidman, also among a growing list of musicians and actors who, like Sheryl, choose to make Nashville home. People who are now woven into the fabric of the community.
A little money maker.
One of the defining design elements in Sheryl's music studio is the guitar collection, prominently on display. So here is the Money Maker guitar.
Yes, this is it right here. It seems like almost every song I've ever made any money, real money off of, I wrote on this guitar, which is the first guitar I ever had.
Do you have a favorite song that you like to perform?
I do. Did you know when you go, it's the perfect ending to the bad day I'd gotten used to spending. When you go, all I know's you're my favorite mistake.
Has living in Nashville affected the way that you work or the music that you make?
Well, the way I work, yes, absolutely. You know, it's not easy in LA to own a place and have your own studio. I could put a studio in over the barn and be able to walk up the driveway and eat dinner with my kids, and they can come in and out. That's the idea that everything else is all rented.
It's in this relaxed space that Sheryl has created 2 new albums. One full of collaborations with artists like Stevie Nicks and Willie Nelson. Outside the studio, there's another part of Sheryl's life, a spiritual side. You have your own church, I saw.
I have my own church, yeah.
In the South, religion, and church in particular, plays a big role in the community. Charming country churches dot the landscape. Wow!
It's full of a lot of stuff, you know.
This is great.
Thank you.
I love that smell.
I know, isn't that good?
That smell you can't get on eBay.
No, you cannot.
But just about everything else in this space, you can.
These were on eBay.
These.
Yes, those windows. The Gloria in Excelsis Deo.
Who's Gloria?
Gloria in Excelsis Deo.
That was a religious experience, you singing that. So what do you sort of use this for, apart from your future wedding?
I
The church is where Sheryl really shows off her love of collections, and her appreciation for the past echoes what I've seen throughout Nashville. But here, there is a touch of whimsy as well.
For instance, these cloches over here, the glass things. And I think, how neat are those? And then I'll just get sort of on a tear.
And I see there's some suitcases.
Yeah. Remember when
my goodness.
Yeah, remember when they would test your eyes like that to see what kind of glass? Whoa! We have 5 dogs. This one doesn't move.
This is a what?
Old telephone. Hello? Hello?
Hi.
I belong to the Church of Oddities.
So why did you want to have a church on your property?
I thought how wonderful it'd be just to have a sacred space that's just to hang out, to read, or to just think. It has an old church bell on it, and my kids love to ring it.
Oh my God!
Y'all get your little butts in here.
I get the sense when I'm here with Sheryl that everything I see is just what she loves, and a reminder of her upbringing. What about this part of the world inspires you in everything you do?
Everything that's here is geared around being out in nature and having a connection, a connection to the earth, a connection to the animals, a connection to something bigger than us.
What I've discovered is the style of Nashville is as textured and layered as the people who live here, and not defined by any one thing. A city proud of its roots while at the same time welcoming the new. Modern and sophisticated, but also connected with history. And always wrapped in the comforting embrace of Southern hospitality.